Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we will create 3D model of a candle. Following steps are required to complete this tutorial. We will first create base of the candle. Next, we will sculpt the candle. After that, we will create the wick of the candle. Next, we will change the background color of the scene and then save and render the scene. To start with, let us first create the base of the candle. For that, choose the create menu. Next, choose mesh and then choose cylinder from the cascading menu. On doing so, cylinder is displayed in the viewport and is also added to the object manager. Now let us rename this cylinder as candle. Next, make sure the object button is chosen in the attribute manager and then set 100 in the radius spinner. After that, set 366 in the height spinner, 100 in the height segment spinner and 100 in the rotation segment spinner. For sculpting, you need to have more segments for the object. Next, choose the caps button and make sure the caps checkbox is selected and then set 36 in the caps segment spinner. Now if I choose the display menu from the menu in editor view and if I choose the Goddard shading lines option from it, you can see all the segments for the cylinder. If I orient it like this, you can see now segments on the cap of the cylinder also. Here also we need more segments. Next, select the fillet checkbox and then set 36 in the fillet segments and set 7 in the radius spinner. Now if I again choose the first option, that is Goddard shading, you can see now fillet is displayed for the cylinder and we also have put 36 segments for the fillet. Next, let us convert this candle to polygon mode. To do so, choose the make editable tool from the command palette. Now the candle is converted to polygonal object. Next, let us maximize the top viewport. For that, press the middle mouse button in the perspective viewport and then hover the cursor in the top viewport and press the middle mouse button again. Now the top viewport is maximized. After that, choose the brush selection tool. Next, go to the attribute manager and make sure the visible only checkbox is selected because we want to only select upper polygons of this candle. Now, to select the polygons, you need to first choose the polygons tool from the modes palette. Zoom in and you need to select inner polygons of this candle. I can increase the brush size by using the close bracket key so that I can select more number of polygons at a time. Now I have covered all the polygons using the single brush. Now I can reduce the brush size again by using the open bracket key and then I can zoom in this outer area and then press the shift key and I can select all the remaining polygons like this. You can see here now I have selected all the polygons. So in this way I have selected all the inner polygons of the cap of this candle. Now let us maximize perspective viewport again. Press the middle mouse button on the top viewport. Next, press the middle mouse button in the perspective viewport to maximize it. Now let us move these selected polygons downward up to this point. Next, let us choose the scale tool and uniformly scale them like this. Now we have to sculpt the candle. To do so, choose sculpt from the layout tabs located at the upper part of the interface. On doing so, now you can see sculpt layout is displayed. Notice here all the sculpting tools are displayed on the left of the viewport. Now choose the model tool from the modes palette. This is the model tool. Choose it. After that, you need to choose the subdivide tool located above the attribute manager. On choosing the subdivide tool, you can see here candle is subdivided further. Next, you need to choose the objects button in the object manager, and here you can see the sculpt expression sculpt tag is added to the candle. So the subdivide tool is one of the most important tools in sculpting. It is used to create the points on the surface of the object to be sculpted using the sculpting brushes. On increasing the subdivision level of an object, the file size is also increased. And the tag that I have shown you is automatically created on choosing the subdivide tool. This tag consists of all the sculpting information of the object to which it is assigned. Now to sculpt the candle, let us first choose the draw tool. Now press and hold the left mouse button and move the brush downward on candle like this. You need to add the strokes using the draw tool. After that, let us go to the attribute manager and make sure the settings button is chosen and then select the invert checkbox. The invert checkbox is used to reverse the effect of the brush. So now the draw tool will push down the points of the surface. Let us now add the strokes here. You can see now the strokes are applied like this. Next, choose the wax tool located here and then apply the strokes on the top of the candle like this. After that, choose the inflate tool from the sculpting menu. Next, go to the attribute manager and then select the steady stroke checkbox. Next, set 7 in the length spinner and then apply the strokes on the candle in the bottom part. Now let us change the inflate tool settings again. Scroll upward and set 24 in the size spinner. Next, set 26.2 in the strength spinner and again apply strokes on the candle. Now let us choose the draw tool again to apply some more strokes on the candle. After choosing the draw tool, go to the attribute manager and set 25 in the size spinner and 30 in the strength spinner. Next, apply strokes on candle like this. Now choose the smooth tool to smoothen some parts of the candle. But before that, let us first set the values in the settings area. Set 10 in the size spinner and 12 in the strength spinner. Now you can smoothen the strokes which are already applied. Now let us create the wick of the candle. For that, you need to choose the standard layout. Next, choose the create menu, then choose mesh and then choose cylinder from the cascading menu. After that, let us first rename it as wick. Next, make sure wick is selected and then make sure the object button is chosen in the attribute manager. After that, set 1 in the radius spinner, 59 in the height spinner and then set 25 in the height segment spinner. Next, we need to position it on the candle. For that, choose the coordinates button and then set 174.8 in the p.y spinner. If I zoom out like this, you can see peak of the candle. Now, first let us convert it into a polygonal object. To do so, choose the make editable tool. Now wick is converted to a polygonal object. After that, we need to bend it. To do so, choose the bend tool from the command palette. Next, drag this bend to wick in the object manager. After that, make sure bend is selected in the object manager and then choose the object button in the attribute manager. Next, choose the fit to parent button next to alignment parameter. And after that, set 51 in the strength spinner and minus 16 in the angle spinner. You can see now wick is bent. We need to change the background color of the scene before rendering the scene. So to change the background color of the scene, you need to follow the steps mentioned in tutorial 1 of chapter 2. After changing the background color, you need to set the view of candle in the viewport and then choose the render to picture viewer tool to render the scene. The rendered scene is now displayed in the picture viewer window. Next, close the picture viewer window. Now we need to save this scene. To do so, choose the file menu. Next, choose save project as option. On doing so, the save file dialog box is displayed. In this dialog box, navigate to the desired folder where you want to save your tutorials and then write C04 underscore tut1 in the file name text box. Next, choose the save button. So that is all in this tutorial. Now you know how to create a 3D model of a candle using sculpting tools. Thank you for watching.